997. I'm here with two more wonderful guests, two of my good brethren to be, in fact, that are a part of this program. Christopher Ludford, my good man, so glad that you are here, and my good friend, Mr. Beckford. It is a pleasure to have you guys. So, Chris, let me start with you first, because you're my brethren. We're in the class together, and we've developed a good relationship through this program and this agency, Hope for Tomorrow. So, particularly for yourself, how did you get involved with Hope for Tomorrow?
I'll get involved with this program is I heard it through some friends of mine where I'm staying, which is open over in Windward Road.
Amen. Open Arms. That's where we were telling information about.
Yeah. So the thing is, there was a bit of discussion I heard, so I picked up on it, and I asked for the direction and where to go from there. So I took it on by myself, and I put myself in the
program.
The program, and then from there I venture on, and so that's how I get in the program. Actually, it was on the third day that I heard about the conference tomorrow. Then as I said, I make it my priority, right? Priority, sorry. Yeah, to make my business. In there, yes, I was really feeling. Right. Yes, that's what I get to be in the program.
So how do you like it? How do you like the training so far? How what we're doing in class?
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. The training is, in general, is to help you build your morality. It makes you stronger to deal with people on a daily basis, not only for customer service. That skill I'm learning, I can use it anywhere I go, and it's opened my intelligence for me to deal with people on a different level on a daily basis. So it's really.
And your communication skills have skyrocketed since.
Yeah, very much.
All right. Mr. Beckford, my good fellow, glad to see you. I'm so glad that you're a part of this as well. Glad for you here as well. So how did you become involved in Hope for Tomorrow?
Well, as it is, I was able to from England, London, to be specific, it is a program previously before this one, but it wasn't helping that much, I must say. It was just like talking to me, going on, moving back to and from, and not getting anywhere.
Right.
So it was a text message that came into my phone.
How about that?
On the very same night of the conference going on.
Yes.
It was on Friday night, I think, we get the message about 5 o'clock, and I'm be there about 7. So I could just jump to it, and when I realized, and I ended up being late anyway. I didn't catch the entire program, but I fit myself in, and this is it.
Yeah.
This is history. This is me.
And we're glad you're a part of it. You guys are, really doing a stand-up job. And as for, with Chris and yourself, what do you guys plan to achieve out of this training?
For example, for me, I'm looking for at this point. As I said, it's filling it. You have taught me things I understand before about dealing with people,
right,
on a whole, and really in the business level.
Yes.
So for what I've learned, I would like to exercise that training. I would like to get a job. I would like to go there and as I said, this is a business venture in terms of dealing with customers. Customer different business.
That's true.
So I want to take it from there, and I said, what Minister Lovejoy is doing is brilliant and excellent. And if it wasn't her, I wouldn't have his motivation. So this is really helping me.
So you would say the mindset training as well, the business coaching has worked for you as well.
Develop my mind.
Yes.
To think different.
Yes.
Before.
Yes.
Maybe think business-wise.
Right.
Yeah, which wasn't the case before.
Right.
So yes, definitely.
Okay.
So it's
lovely.
Yeah.
That's lovely. You guys, personally, I would like to say, as far as with the communication skills, from as long with Tashna being in class and you being in class and us collaborating together, from day one till now, I see a growth, a large growth in the way we communicate. Our communication skills, I would say,
Definitely.
has launched
It is.
off the map, right?
Definitely. Because to tell you the truth, I'm a returner as well. I want to return to Jamaica, man. You know, someone told me the saying is you're on a rock.
Yeah.
And the saying is so true, man. And you know, when I came back, I wasn't expecting this.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving too fast for me, you know.
Right.
I understand what I'm trying to get adjust.
Yes.
But this program is helping me so much to see.
Right.
You know, they give me hope.
Right.
You know, because returning resident, you're not getting jobs so easily. I mean,
That's true.
you put a resume out and you put, you know, there's a gap with the history working here. You're going to question what's happening there. So with this program that Mr. Lovejoy have opened up for us, it's brilliant.
That's beautiful.
Thanks so much for it.
Yes, that's beautiful. And I'm glad that your feedback was so tremendous, because I do see growth in you, you know, since you started this program. And as well as Mr. Beckford, my good man, what are some of the things you would like to achieve out of this training as well when you get involved? You're going to be starting as part of the classroom eventually. What do you see coming out of it as far as what you'd like to achieve out of it?
Sky's the limit.
All right.
So, you know, I'd like to prolong myself to excellence,
Yes.
as far as I can say. Excellence. I don't know. I'm not setting no target,
Right.
but just improvements.
Right. Just taking those steps that
Step
would
by
be
step.
necessary.
Made in mind in beginning with weapons, you know,
That's the
so
truth.
This is how I'm taking it.
Yes.
And as the gentleman said it, Minister Lovejoy, oh, God bless that lady.
Yes.
Without her, we wouldn't be sitting here today.
That's true. That's very
Yeah.
true. And we have this forum as the migrants to talk about issues that face us.
Alright?
You know what I mean? And one thing that I would like to impose on you guys is, what would you say to somebody that's in your shoes right now as a deported migrant? What would you say to them?
Well, for me, it's, as I said, for me, I've returned here for a long time. It's like to throw me in a foreign country, taking me from there to here. But for someone who's in my shoe, for you to be integrated, brother, you have to take it one day at a time. You can't overdo it. You have to slowly creep before you walk and then you run.
Right.
For me, I'm doing that, man, because sometimes I feel I'm losing my head.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you, brother.
So to take my time, and furthermore, I'm a godly person, so I speak to my God and say,
Yes.
Father, help me, man, because listen,
It's
I'm
rough.
here, and though I'm born Jamaican, it's so new to me.
Yes.
Because I've been here for a long time, but take it one day at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, and it gradually work itself.
It gets better.
It get better. It's get better.
Yes.
Let's take your time. Let's take your time. You know, you get there.
Lovely.
Give God time.
Lovely. For you, what would you say, Beckford, for somebody just coming here and like how you guys are kind of getting your foot under yourselves and taking those steps forward now? What would you say to somebody that's like, hey, man, I don't know what to do right now? What to do? What would you say?
I would say, don't give up. They said that drowning man will grab it at a straw, catch it at a straw.
Right.
And this is, you know, more than a straw. You have a hay feel here. You can feel
Hold
it.
on,
Yeah,
right.
hold on tight. Because it is hope for tomorrow, as I said before. It begins now.
I believe that, brother. And I'd want to say one thing to you guys, just as a, not speaking as an interviewer, but just as a friend in general. I see that, you know, you guys have come a long way with what you guys have done, especially, you know, with Chris being in class. I know some of the challenges you may face as far as, you know, coming back and forth. I'll let you speak on that a little bit later, but, you know, from what I see within you, you know, you are one of the brighter bulbs in the room as well, and I'm really appreciative, just as a friend, that you're there, you know, that we can bounce things off of each other, you know, and it's a pleasure kicking it with you. And you know, how do you see yourself in the class? What do you see? You know, how do you
Each
achieve
one help one. That's what
Right.
it goes, and each one help one. I mean, like, though you're teaching a class, if I see like I can if there's a gap and then there's something I can say, Rick, you know what? Let's say this, let's say that. At the end of the day, we're a team.
Right.
And if you fault, I pick you up,
Right.
and then we go along. You understand?
Right.
So that's how it goes. It's a teamwork.
Right.
Always remember this. I find it hard in this country when it's a teamwork, because when I was abroad, it's mainly team.
Right.
Anything you're venturing, you have to be a part of a team.
That's true.
But here, it's sometimes a single person, but it doesn't work like that, because the team is a unit, it's a strength.
It
And we all
is.
need each other's strength, because the chain is as strong as the weakest link.
Yeah.
So we have to help each other. You
Right.
understand? So what I'm saying, in the class I've done, the training I've done a lot for me. a lot. Because coming back here, sometimes I pinch myself if I'm still here.
Yeah.
But the training have enlightened me. It's helped
All right.
me. It gave me hope.
Amen.
Thanks to God and Minister Lovejoy.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. Hope for Tomorrow Radio here on reggae2reggae.com, and we'll be right back. Hope for Tomorrow Radio.
So keep it tuned to reggae2reggae.com, and we'll have more for you. Keep it locked.
Make way for the righteous ones. I'm not carrying no guns to the world. Spit fire. Make way for the righteous ones. I'm not carrying no guns to the world. Spit fire. Big up reggae to reggae. This is Natalie with my girl Cherie.
One love. Bless.
Okay, so my name is Melissa Merrick. I met Wendy Lovejoy several months ago at the Georgia RIA Conference Center. My husband and I have used Wendy's program for the Yellow Letters. It has helped our business really grow, which is Home Smart Directs. We have been able to increase our clientele base as well as connections throughout the real estate business. Anyone else that's looking to really enhance their business, to go ahead and try the Yellow Letter program by Wendy Lovejoy. Thank you.
This is the Uprising Roast Band, and I represent for reggae2reggae.com. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom, boom. Sing, check out, I'm out. Trenchtown, you keep on rocking. Bang, ba-ding, be-dong, bang, bang, ba-ding. Trenchtown, you keep on rocking. Yeah, the Uprising.
Yeah, this is the Small Axe Jesse Royal. You're tuned to reggae TV. That's the power.
Saw a bird flew down this morning, as if he's saying something to me. Sitting on the limb of a tree, giving me a sound of sweet melody. Saw a bird flew down this morning, as if he's saying something to me. Sitting on the limb of a tree, giving me a sound of
Reggae. We are live. I'm here with my good friend Mr. Beckford and Chris Ludford, and we are very glad to be having this conversation right now. I wanted to get back into a little bit of some of the, with the training on how we're going. So, as an in general person in class, how would you grade the teacher's performance that you've been getting from Miss Smith and myself, the training that you've been receiving?
The training is, as I said, is feeling. It gave me something.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping me to see people on a whole, how to deal with people,
Yes.
to talk with people, to communicate with people. It's brilliant. So what you're delivering
Mm-hmm.
is quite good. It's how can I put it out? The word I'm trying to put the word
Yeah.
out with song, but I'm saying you're doing a good job. You're
Yeah.
doing a good job. When I come, I listen, I take my notes,
Mm-hmm.
I practice my notes, I exercise what
Right.
I've learned, so it's doing good. And it's
And
helping me, man. It's helping me.
Right. So like today when we were going about introvert, extrovert, and
yeah,
ambivert,
man.
those
Yeah,
things,
man.
so those personalities and certain clashes, you kind of learn how to
Yeah.
basically handle people's personalities as they come to you, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's an in general thing. It's not
Right.
just in a business I'm dealing with a customer. No,
Yeah.
it's an in general thing. It's a self-development thing.
Yes.
Which is really unique, and
Yes.
not that I didn't understand something, but you have enlightened me more. The training
Yes.
enlightened me so much more.
Yes.
So I can take it in my daily life or living and then exercise it. It's brilliant, man.
Beautiful.
So
beautiful.
you guys doing a brilliant job.
So what would I would like to ask you guys, what are some of the difficulties or the challenges you may face you know, coming to training or just dealing with the program itself?
My difficulties, brother, tell the truth, it's financial.
Okay.
My financial circumstances is really on the rock.
Mm-hmm.
But tell you what, I'm very motivated.
Yes.
Because the training is helping me.
Yes.
And I have invested in
Yes.
myself. So my time I even cannot find the fear, man. I have to
Yes.
walk when I'm walking downtown to catch a bus to come where I'm going, and I'm always early, man.
Yeah.
You know, I show that interest. I'm motivated because
Yes,
at
you
the
are.
end, there's
Yes,
something
you
that
are.
happen good for me, man.
Yes, you
and
are.
I pray to God and say, please let it be. You understand?
Yes, you are.
And as I said, I spoke to Minister and she have reassured me and it's put me there. And also,
Right where you want to
you
be.
give me strength.
Right.
So I'm saying if the difficulties is to find the fear at times.
Right.
So my time I don't even lunch, man.
Yes.
So I try to invest in myself.
Right.
I know there's going to be a reward at the end.
That's true.
And I try my best, man. Even if I can't take the bus, sometimes I walk, man. It's hard. But I just do it, man. Gotta give it the strength. Sometimes I feel like turning back. When it's not burning, man.
Yes.
I feel like turning back. But I say, you know what? There's something in me say, go along, man.
Yes.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, I'm keep going, man. I'm keep going, man. Motivation. I'm a self-motivated person anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
that I can see. I can attest to
very
that.
self-motivated
Yes.
person, you know. I'm a helpful, polite and kind man, and that's me, man. As I said, that's the hardship for me at the moment.
That's true.
You know, so.
Well, for our listeners out there, remember we do collect donations for our deported migrants, and this program is to empower deported migrants. So for those of us that are listening or you may be watching live, please, if you would like to donate, we would really love to help. We really need it because we have to find funding to keep this going on. And it's Hope for Tomorrow, care of Wendy Lovejoy, 6555 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite 307, Duluth, Georgia, 30097. Also, you can link Minister Lovejoy on her website if you'd like to, www.moneyanswersallnow.com. You can Facebook her also at Wendy Lovejoy Coaching, and you can YouTube and watch in our program at Wendy Lovejoy TV. Our phone numbers for you to contact us if you have any questions, whether it's about donations, training, or our next conference, which we have coming up on July from the 15th through the 18th. You can contact us at 1-404-573-0027. Locally, you can also contact me and her at 845-9518 and 864-9643. The 864-9643 is Minister Lovejoy's local number. The 845-9518 is my number, and you can contact me personally and keep in touch with me. So I just wanted to run that by our listeners so they know that you can donate to this cause because you guys are here and you're striving, you're trying, and we really love the progress that's being made. And we're seeing the difference being made in our day-to-day lives, using our business on coaching, our communication skills, and our mindset training. So how would you say the mindset training for you personally? How's it working for you?
Yeah, the mindset training is a self-development thing, which, as I said, has strengthened me mentally. As I said on a whole, doing this training is not only to deal with customers,
yes,
but to deal with people on a whole.
Yes.
They have taught me, they have helped me to see beyond what I used to see before. I would say, I have learned what I've learned through this training. I've never known before. Some things I understand, but something I didn't understand. But by the training, it has bring to the forefront these things, which have strengthened me. So mentally, I'm more strengthened and more wise.
More sharper, yes.
Yeah, more sharper in terms of dealing with people. You understand? So I have developed. I want to say yes.
You have. I can attest to that because I've seen you from you came in until now. We have a good rapport with each other, and I can see that. You know, from the day one when you came in, you were one of the first people that was really into it, really, corresponding and, exchanging and everything. And you were very engaging. And you spoke about, you had goals. You didn't just want to, you didn't just want this to be an empty trip. You were doing this for something. So I'd like to ask you, if you feel help from Hope for Tomorrow, and if you do, how would you pay it forward? I said, if you feel help from Hope for Tomorrow, and if you do, how would you pay it forward, or how would you help the next deported person?
Well, what I've learned, I would really give unto others. That saying is to give unto others, would like for yourself.
Yes.
What I've learned, I would like to give back to others.
Yeah.
I would, for example, I was in the dark, and for someone who just say return or doesn't understand what's going on, I would like them to join the program, and I would like to help them as well, and whatever. And for everything I've learned, I would love to give back, something. Yeah, and I would like them to be where I'm at when I reach where I want to be. You understand? So I would like to help others in my shoe and beyond. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we are brothers, and each one help one.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't want this all for myself.
That's true.
You
brother.
understand? So yeah, definitely. Man.
That's true.
And I'm on my way in and out. I try to motivate others.
Yes.
You understand? With what I've learned.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So definitely.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love your answer. That's a wonderful thing. Beck, for you, how would you like to give back or help another deported person? Same question as I asked Chris.
So far, one and watch the other, and you have to give to get, and if you get, you're gonna have to give it.
That's true.
So I think that's the best way forward.
Yeah.
Sharing.
Yeah,
sharing. Yeah.
For example,
you're knowing where you're coming from. So when you see a falling on in brother or sister or whoever by the side, you render some assistance as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love what you're saying.
For example, let's say the conference is going on.
Yes.
And I know people. I know people return. I like to use the return. I like the deported bit.
Right.
It's so degrading to me anyway. So say I know someone who's really interested, who really want to help himself, and they said they didn't know about the conference. Definitely, I would go on my way to help them.
Right.
Even to reach to the conference, even if to give them a fare to go to the conference. But just to be there and to understand and to say where I start from. I would do that for them. You understand?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So.
Beautiful. And for those of you that are listening out there, our next conference will be July 15th through the 18th. And it's the Hope for Tomorrow agency. We also have the call center. So if you have a business and need professional callers, you can contact us also at 1-404-573-0027. If you're local, that is 876-864-9643. You can also contact me at 845-9518. And I'd like to say, as far as with this training that's been going on, for me personally, I've seen a vast improvement in everybody within the classroom. And for me, from just coming in as a student to being now a trainer / teacher and doing this hosting on this radio show, I found that my communication skills have went from like a 10 to like a 50. It's gone up. It's went up. And how I would like to give back, or how I see me giving back, is basically through not only example but advice. If there's something that I can tell someone, especially because I remember when I first came, this forum wasn't here. And I'm glad that God put it in Minister Lovejoy's spirit, and in collaboration with Reverend Hardy and our very own Bishop Hines as well. And I'm glad that, and Pastor Bowler, can't forget her as well, but I'm glad that Minister Lovejoy took the onus and started this program, because I can really tell somebody now that's in my shoes, hey, if there's a difficulty that you're facing and you're having struggles and maybe shelterless, you're struggling finding food, you don't really have that kind of currency to get around, I can tell them that there's a program that if they can even get to point A, they can start from there. And point A, we can get them to point B, C, D, and go on till they finish out their course. And I would just like to give them a bit of advice in telling them that, there is a way to go, and I can show you how to get there. And it begins with getting yourself some training, developing your skill set, because the unique thing about each and every one of us, we all have a special ability. And the beauty of what I see with Minister Lovejoy, one of the things that catches me about her, why I was drawn to her, she seems to know how to bring that skill set out of you, and for you to implement it into a field and get the best out of yourself. So I would encourage others, just saying that I know a way that I can take you. Are you willing to follow me? I can bring you that way, and I guarantee you'll see some results. So excuse me, fans kind of blowing getting us sometimes, but I'd really like to see deported migrants use this forum to the best of their ability and to take that step forward. Hope for Tomorrow Radio. We're having an engaging conversation with the lovely Mr. Beckford and a wonderful friend of mine, Chris Ludford. We'll be right back. Hope for Tomorrow Radio here on Reggae to Reggae. Thank you.
So keep it tuned to reggae2reggae.com and we'll have more for you. Keep it locked.
No one can hold me down. We are gonna fly like eagles, soar like dove. Can't nobody pull me down. Hey, this is your girl Shireen, straight out. I didn't know what you're watching. Reggae to Reggae TV. Keep it locked. And this are the vibes. There. One love.
This is the Uprising Roast Band, and I represent for reggae2reggae.com. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom, boom. Sing, check out. I'm out. Trench down, you keep on rocking. Bang, bang, bidong, bang, bang, bang. Trench down, you keep on rocking. Yeah, the Uprising.
Hey everybody, I want to take a second or two to let everybody know about Wendy. One of the best things I love about Wendy, and I never told her, I just been doing my business, running out, trying to make a dollar amount, and I've been doing good, but I've been stuck in that base pay. But she came up and she told me that you can't do it for the money. You got to remember the love. You got to remember the reason. You got to know why you started your business and let it always stay in your heart and let it burn, and you'll put more into it. Wendy has been a blessing, and I don't know where I'll be without her. She fills my mind every time I speak to her or when I see her on my business, and she's just a genuine person. It ain't about the money. It's about your success.
Reggae to reggae, reggae to reggae, taking over the world.
In the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I and Empress Meninai the Balance. Janine, and you are tuned in to Reggae TV.
Blessed is the weed that God.
As if he's saying something to me. Sitting on the limb of a tree, giving me a sound of sweet melody.
Hi, this is Sonia Richard-Ross, and you're watching Reggae to Reggae TV.
Make way for the righteous ones. I'm not carrying no guns to the world. Spit fire. Make way for the righteous ones. I'm not carrying no guns to the world. Spit fire. Big up Reggae to Reggae. This is Natalie with my girl Cherie.
One love. Bless.
Oh.
Reggae to reggae, reggae to reggae, taking over the world.
This morning, as if he's saying something to me. Sitting on the limb of a tree, giving me a sound of sweet melody. This morning, as if he's saying something to me. Sitting on the limb of a tree.
For Tomorrow Radio here on reggae2reggae.com. Radio like you've never seen it, TV like you never heard it. This is Hope for Tomorrow. I'm here with my next guest and a very good friend of mine as well, and also I would like to say I'm one of their own in their own. It's a homebody. It's my church, and one of our administrators of my church. This is Missionary Gordon, and I'm very glad that you are here today.
Happy to be
Thank
here.
you. Very glad to return the favor. So you interviewed me, now I'm interviewing you. Very, very glad to have her a part of this program today. And just to begin, how are you today?
I am good. I am doing good. I'm
glad.
happy to be here.
Very glad to have you. I know that you're filling in for Bishop Hines tonight.
Right.
She wasn't able to make it. We know that she is with child and going through her situation as well. And I would just want to say, first of all, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for having me. Also, thank you for accepting me at the church and bringing me in.
You're most welcome. That's what we do as a church.
Yes, I know that. That is, and you guys do a wonderful job.
Amen.
Wonderful job. Tip my hat to you. Very glad. I just want to begin by asking, how did you get involved with Hope for Tomorrow in this program that we're having?
Well, Minister Wendy Lovejoy and Pastor Bolo, they got in touch with our Bishop Hines, and they had discussions on the telephone.
Yes.
And they came to an agreement.
Yeah.
Bishop Hines would host the conference here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when they came for the conference, they were meeting for the first time in person. So I'm just looking at the awesomeness of the whole thing. They met on the phone. All the plans were put in place via telephone.
Yes.
And then when they flew down, everything was in order and the conference was ready to take off.
Wow. So you guys network, put it together, and just hit the ground running.
We did a lot of groundwork,
Yes.
Sending out flyers, advertising the conference. I just happened to be speaking with Carl one day, and he told me about Octavia. Got her on the phone, and she was able to get some people together to attend the conference.
Yes.
We were in dialogue with other groups as well. So Know Them was number one, and we were in touch with another group.
Yes.
And people just turned out for the conference,
Wow.
and it was wonderful. We got other churches involved.
Okay.
They came out to support the conference. Some of them catch on to the vision, and everybody's like, yay.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So how do you like it so far?
I love it, actually. The 3 nights of the conference, I thought there were 3 wonderful nights, and then the close-off day, the Saturday, people turned out. They had their questions, they had their concerns, and it was just awesome.
Wow, wonderful. Well, I'd like to say that I think you guys always do a wonderful job, not just speaking as a member, but just as if I was to walk into any church, it's one of the more warm, welcoming churches that I've ever been into, that I can actually say as a first-time visitor, I didn't feel like a stranger. And then the more time that I spent there, the more comfortable I felt, and I was actually baptized in the church. Hats off to you guys there. And just like to say, Bishop Hines, she's a wonderful, wonderful human being.
And I am happy you feel that way, because we are guided by our church motto, we are our brother's keeper.
Amen.
So we try to live up to that motto.
Yes.
And under the guidance of Bishop Hines, we can't live any other way.
Yes.
She's warm, she's a people person, and she is a role model to so many members in the church, including myself.
Yes.
And that is just what we do as a church. It is our responsibility to make people feel welcome when they enter the doors, and that's how we get them to stay.
That's true.
So we extend, not only giving them the word of God, but we also show them love and try to cater to their physical needs as well as the spiritual.
Yes, and I believe that the spiritual does, in that realm, does take care of the natural or the temporal and the physical as well. But I'd like to ask you, as far as me as an individual now, how do you see my growth? Honestly, not because I'm Brother Stevenson in the church. How do you see my growth?
I have seen you grow. When you just came, I think you were a little laid back, and at the back doing your thing.
Yeah.
But I've seen you emerged for the
Yes.
person that you really are.
Amen.
I've seen you grow in prayer, but you can surely pray. And I enjoy sitting and listening to you pray.
Yes.
You're now a part of the choir.
Yes.
Excellent. And now
Yes.
you're onto other things. Working with other deported migrants like yourself. And this all came out of the conference.
Yes, it did.
Wonderful. And I overheard you saying, that you're now a trainer, not just a student at the
Yes.
training center, but a trainer as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So I am really, really happy for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the growth. And I just hope the other deported migrants will just latch on to it the way you have latched on,
Yes.
and allow themselves to excel.
Yes.
It is one thing for Minister Lovejoy, Pastor Bola, and Bishop Hines to push things
Yes.
as a result of the conference, but people have to want things for themselves.
That's true. Very
And that's
true.
what I see coming out of you. You want this and you go after it. And I just hope everybody else will come on with the same, fervor and the
Yes.
same kind of excitement to want to get things done.
Yes, I thank you for that compliment, because I felt inspired to know that, and I'll let you get a chance to plug in anything that may be going on at the church that you want to advertise. Don't forget the address as well. But I just wanted to say, excuse me, that when I started at Apostolistic Greater Works Deliverance Ministry, I found that the atmosphere, and being that it is the house of God and the Spirit of God does dwell in there, and it was a very engaging one, and I felt that as well as when I encountering with you and talking to you, I couldn't find anybody in that church that I couldn't talk to. Basically, there was everybody. It was very, very welcome. And my wife, she's a very quiet, kind of laid back person. She was always like, man, I really like it there. They're very nice, and you don't feel left out of anything.
Right.
And I love the fact that Bishop implements, basically, I would like to call it a hands-on policy, as you say, that we're to be our brother's keeper. But she's really concerned, and you don't really see that genuine concern from anyone. Just like most pastors, you can't really, I would say, it's not every pastor really caring what's going on in each and every individual's lives, and she really does. And because of that, when she told me about this conference that was coming up and the opportunity that it presented, I was like, well, if she, she's condoning it and she's co-signing in on it and she's for it, I'm gonna give it a try, because I know that she's very sensitive to her members' needs, and
She is.
She doesn't really want anybody to feel out of place about anything. And what I really wanted to compliment her and you as well on, you guys were very sensitive to the part that I was at, like the deportee thing, and I was very glad that you guys changed it to the deported. Those are the things that I would like others to know about your church, and that it is our church, that it's unbiased,
Right.
and you guys are really for other people. I want you to
Apostolic
elaborate.
Greater Works, right? We, like I said before, we don't just cater to the spiritual.
Right.
We tap into the physical as well.
Right.
That is what the church is supposed to do.
Right.
And as I mentioned before, our Bishop Hines, is a people person.
Yes, she is.
What she has so many things going on there that will cater to the needs of people. She's a lover of souls.
Yes.
And that's how I think she made the connection with Minister Wendy Lovejoy
Yes.
and Pastor Bolo.
Yes.
They're all lover of souls.
Yes, they
and
are.
they want to see people excel.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head.
They
Yes,
really
you
want
do.
to see that. To say it's all about helping people to come out of themselves,
Yes.
and think outside of the box, and try to push themselves forward. So when Pastor Bola came on the first night, she made that excellent presentation,
Yes.
and she spoke on how champions are made.
Yes.
That was really, really something. And for me, the conference wasn't geared towards me,
Yes.
but I took something from
From
that.
it, right? How about that? Yes.
So other people were able to get something from what
Yes.
was being said,
Yes.
even though the conference was geared towards a certain,
yeah,
set
maybe a
of
group
a
of
certain
people. You're
group
right.
of people,
Right.
being the deported migrants. But I
Yeah.
took something from it.
Yes.
When Minister Lovejoy came, and one important thing I heard her mention, there has to be some level of trust
Yes.
in order for this to work.
Very true.
And
true.
I see that coming
Very
into
true.
play, because look at you,
Yes,
it is
yes.
really coming into play.
Yes, ma'am.
And Bishop Hines, for her part, she really, really is trying to cater to the needs of the people who comes through the doors of the church.
That's true.
On a Sunday we have a feeding program, people taking food items, so nobody leaves Greater Works hungry.
Right. That's true. I can attest to that.
Nobody leaves
I
there
can attest to
hungry.
that. That's very
Up
true.
to last week Sunday, she was calling out to people, if you don't have any money, come up here.
Yes.
So this is what we do, and this is what Church God Greater Works is all about. When Jesus walked on the earth, he catered to the needs of the people that he came in contact with.
Yes.
And as his disciples, we have to carry on that work and try to do the same thing.
That's very true. Very, very true. And I'm glad that you elaborated on that quite so eloquently, because a lot of us who are coming into some churches as deported migrants, sometimes they may not feel so accepted. And I'm glad that you guys opened your doors, and not only that, you opened your hearts. And I'm so pleased to know that it wasn't just a one-way street that you guys got. Not only that you were catering towards our needs as well, but that you guys got something out of it. And you know, as it being my home church, and that's off of Hagley Park Road, 9 Hagley Park Road, in the Hagley Park Plaza. That's Apostolistic Greater Works Deliverance Ministry, Bishop by the wonderful and lovely Jacqueline Hines, and missionary Aditha Gordon, who is also one of the administrators at the church. It's a very wonderful house of God, and I would attest to that. I just wanted to say that, you know, I really saw, I saw this program as basically as an open door for others that are like me, that could step into and to kind of develop themselves. And you said you see the difference on me and what this program has made, and you would encourage others as well to be a part of it.
I would. And what we tried to do,
Oh, for Tomorrow Radio here on Reggae to Reggae. Yes. Yes. Missionary Gordon, yes. Thank you. Yes. How do I feel that with the Lord using me to reach others around the world? All right, great. I'll answer that question live on air, and I'll hang up and I'll answer your question. Okay? All right, thank you. Well, wonderful Pastor Bola, that's who it was, a wonderful woman of God, asked me, excuse me, how do I feel about the Lord using me to influence and inspire other deported and also other people around the world? And I'd like to say that I feel privileged, very privileged and honored and very humbled to be in this position, because I've seen some things happen to deported migrants that are in my shoes, and you know, not everybody reaches this platform or gets on this plateau where they can basically get a chance to give back or express some of their, you know, ideas and ambitions. And I was very, very honored that missionary Wendy Lovejoy gave me this opportunity, that our own Bishop Hines would co-sign on it and also push me in this direction, and that Pastor Bola herself, Reverend Hardy, and all those involved. I look at it as a privilege and an honor, and I would tell others that as long as you have the drive, because you won't achieve it without your own self-drive, and you have to have some form of ambition and not be afraid. You'll never accomplish anything through fear. But as long as you have the drive and the will to reach somewhere, you'll get there. And I feel that God has a plan for everybody, and He knows what you're capable of even more than you do. Right. And that He knows all your hidden gifts. Because there are some gifts within us that we know and some gifts that we don't. And I believe that truthfully. And I didn't see myself in this forum, actually. I was in the beginning just hoping to get a job. Right. And the field that I've been in now, and getting into communications, customer service, teaching, and all those other fields, I'm able to affect people. And people are able to see firsthand that, okay, this guy was actually deported. He's went through this. Look at him now. Look at the changes he's making. And there's more to come. This isn't the fruition of it. There's a lot more to come. And it's really humbling. And I can say that as long as you are driven as an individual, and you can attest to that, because you have a lot of qualities too, because I'm one of the people that I sit back and I take things from others. If I see something positive in you, I try to take that and implement it in my own life, because I once heard that success breeds success. So if you're successful, as Minister Lovejoy would say, you take examples from others that are successful, or take good qualities and good traits from others that you see. And that's all I've done. I've just basically been one of those people that I try to just be a sponge and absorb things, and then squeeze it back out into my own life and see the result of it. And it's been a privilege, just been a really humbling privilege and an honor. And it's just my own drive is what got me to this point. But, you know, as we were speaking on before with the church and, you know, implementing this program and what you guys have done, you know, really want to congratulate you guys for being open to this, you know, and really want to thank you guys. And big thanks also to Bishop Hines, you know, for allowing us to come to the church and use it as a forum as well. So I want to ask you guys, have anything going on at the church that you'd like any of us to go?
Yes, in July we have our annual convocation coming up. We start on the 21st of July, that's Wednesday the 21st, and we go through to the Sunday the 25th. It will be a convocation with a difference.
Right.
So I just want to invite people to come,
right,
get their blessing, you know, receive from the Lord, and hear testimonials from others. And this is right after the next staging of the conference.
Right.
And I do believe that the conference is ably named Hope for Tomorrow.
Yes, right.
You know,
amen.
So people can see, can know that there's a light at the end of a tunnel.
Yes, there is.
And they will not just view the light from a distance, but they'll actually get to walk through that light.
Amen.
Amen. So, and we have just our regular services, Sunday mornings, Sunday school, 9:30 to 11, divine worship at 11, and it is always a blessing.
It is.
Church, you know, being in the presence of the Lord is always a blessing.
Give me the address of anybody that's interested in coming.
9 Hagley Park Road,
right,
Hagley Park Plaza,
amen,
and we're upstairs, Big Blue Wholesale.
Okay, great.
All right, and just to mention that even though it was a conference for deported migrants, we decided to, Pastor Bola, Minister Lovejoy, and Bishop Hines, they decided to kick off with a church service, because as the good book says,
Hope for Tomorrow Radio here on Reggae to Reggae. You're on live. Hello? 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 Looks like we're having a bit of connection trouble there. But finish
right, that's you know, seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Yes.
So that's what we were trying to bring across first. It's not just about coming to get to see what you can get in terms of, you know, the physical needs being met, but also for you to know that there is hope in Jesus.
Yes, there is.
You know, hope in Jesus, hope for tomorrow.
Amen.
All right, so that's why we try to kick off with the church service.
Okay, wonderful. And I'm glad that you guys did facilitate it, excuse me, and that we were fortunate enough to be a part of it. And thanks to the collaborations of, you know, Minister Lovejoy, Pastor Bola, Bishop Hines, and now, you know, including also Reverend Hardy, you know, I see that this is going to really flourish. It's going to take off, and it's going to help a lot of deported migrants who may not have had us what I would call a start, somewhere where they can start and say, okay, well, I'm going to start with, you know, looking for a job. Well, how do I get that? Because, you know, once you're deported, it's not like they're trying to give you a work. Right. But this is offering you skills and training and something you can pick up on, implement right away in your life, and use it on a day-to-day basis.
It's a whole new mindset.
It is, it is. And the mindset, I was just going to bring that up to you next. Actually, that is my next question. We're going to take a quick break. First of all, we'll be right back and finish our questioning with Missionary Gordon. This is Hope for Tomorrow Radio here on Reggae to Reggae.
So keep it tuned to reggae2reggae.com, and we'll have more for you. Keep it locked.
No one can hold me down. We are gonna fly like eagles, soar like dove. Can't nobody pull me down. Hey, this is your girl Shireen, straight out. I didn't know what you're watching. Reggae to Reggae TV. Keep it locked. And this is the vibes. There. One love.
In the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I and Empress Meninai the Balance. And you are tuned in to Reggae TV.
Blessed is the weed that they got.
Yeah, this is the Small Axe Jesse Royal. You're tuned to Reggae TV. That's the bar.
Reggae to Reggae Radio and TV. Radio like you've never seen it, TV like you never heard it. Every Monday night here from 7 to 9. Back to Minister Lovejoy.
For me, I'm very focused. I invest a lot of money in my own personal business coach.
All right.
And she always says to me, keep your message like an acorn, as tight as possible.
That's true.
And then it'll ripple out.
Yes.
So I focus right now on the deported
migrants.
That's it.
Right.
And then let that spill out.
Yes.
But I don't want to be all over the place, and then we're not helping the ones
Right.
that we're looking to help. So for the deported migrants, if you need help understanding computers, the internet, how to use the phone, any of those skills, contact us. We're teaching business ownership. We're teaching how to save money at our upcoming conference. We've got Bank of Nova Scotia coming out, so bringing all the resources that we can find. And if you are deported and you liked anything that Bishop Hardy said, whether it's learning how to build a brick or how to bottle some water, how to make furniture, clothing, whatever, connect with us, because we're putting a deported migrant training, definitely business.
But we want to get our deported migrants out of that state of feeling like they're stigmatized and they're so down and there's no way that nobody's going to give me a chance. No, we're willing and more than willing to give you a chance. The opportunity is going to be created by you.
Saw a bird flew down this morning. Saw a bird flew down this morning, as if he's saying something to me. Sitting on the limb of a tree, giving me a sound of sweet melody.
Like you've never seen a TV, like you've never heard of. This is Hope for Tomorrow. And I am back with another wonderful guest. And also we are in the Liaison Lounge to close our show tonight. We all know our wonderful co-host, the most lovely Octavia Duhaney, and my wonderful friend, Mr. Andrew Brown. How you doing? We're going to close our show tonight with you guys. And just to, how do you like the program so far, Andrew? How do you like it?
Oh, so good. I think it's a good program,
Yeah. You're learning a lot in here, I can tell.
Of course, I'm motivated.
Yeah, I know. You're one of the earlier members that comes in case you don't know, Octavia, this guy's there every day. He's the first one there. He's the first one there. And you're liking what you're getting so far.
So far, so good.
Yes.
Like I said, it's a very motivated program. It's an
Yes.
interesting program. And,
learning a lot.
Right?
Yes.
I make the effort to come, to learn more about it, and to be successful from it.
Okay, great. Octavia, anything you want to add on before because we're going to, we're in the Liaison Lounge wrapping up. Anything you want to tell our listeners out there?
I'm glad to see a lot of participants.
Yes.
I look to see a lot more because we know there's over 50,000 deportees. Over
50,000. One thing with Octavia that I love with her, she comes in for our listeners out there. She's our statistician, so to speak. She comes in with all the stats and statistics on what affects deported migrants and how many deported migrants are here, and especially with our, programs that we got going on. To Andrew, first and foremost, real quickly, how do you see me? How do you like what I'm doing in the training? You like how I'm teaching the class?
You're doing a good job.
You like what's going on?
I want to say keep it up. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. For you personally, how do you like the training and what you're receiving with the customer service?
Okay, I am satisfied with the training. Just what I'm saying, right, like I said, I'm satisfied because even though I'm not as fast as the others, you be patient with me to catch up and make sure I get down the notes properly.
Because we're working as a team,
right?
And we're not trying to leave anybody behind, so we're sticking together, keeping everybody at the same pace. And you've gotten the understanding of what we're doing, and you're very big on confidentiality because you got that part out of the program. And those things. But also, what would you say to somebody that's in your shoes, another deported migrant? What would you encourage them to do?
Well, I would encourage them. What you saying? The one that just got deported.
Yeah.
I would encourage them that there is hope. It's not the end of the road for them, you know.
Yes.
That there's hope for tomorrow. They're here to help us a second chance to life.
Yes.
You know, make an effort to show them that you want to change, and they will help you.
Straight up. That's a wonderful thing. And Octavia, anything you want to add real quick?
I'm really glad to see Chris involved, because when I first met him, you know, he had just came. He hasn't been here a good 6 months yet.
I know. And look how far along he is, isn't it?
That's Wendy Lovejoy.
Hey, that's off to her. And again, for those, remember, we are working off of donations. Let me run this by them real quick again. Hope for Tomorrow, for any donations. Hope for Tomorrow, care of Wendy Lovejoy, 6555 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite 307, Duluth, Georgia, 30097. If you are calling from overseas and you have any business needs or any professional callers that you want to outsource some work, contact her at 1-404-573-0027. She's also a great business coach and a very, very, very talented mindset trainer. Locally, you can call 1-876-864-9643. You can also reach me at 845-9518. Our conference is going to be July 15th through the 18th. And please, please come in, sit down, listen in, pay attention, get involved with the program. These things will change your lives, as bearing witness to my guests tonight that have all been in here. And back to Andrew real quick. I know you love what's going on in class. What would you like to say to our listeners out there, to other deported migrants that may be wondering, you know, what am I going to do now?
Well, I would say continue to encourage other deportees to participate in the program.
Yes.
And if they themselves can participate and learn something from it, do so as well. You know.
Perfect. And I'm glad that you guys came. Octavia, before we close, anything you want to add out of the lounge? Now that we're in the lounge, there's no smoking. Where's the Barry White? Where's the Barry White car? We're in the lounge. All right, we got a minute left.
Yes,
anything real quick before we get out of here?
I just want to thank Wendy Lovejoy for this program and Reggae to Reggae, because you know he has laid the platform for us to be able, and that's great. I like the fact that you know, it shows that God will hear our prayers, because we've been hanging on, you know, and we're going to hang on. We're going to rise above it all, and we will be that silver lining of that dark cloud. So I'm glad to have a lot of positive
feedback on
this program.
That's true. And we are very, very thankful for our listeners tonight and those that are viewing on YouTube TV or wherever you may be.
We need donations.
And don't forget to please give any donations. Again, Hope for Tomorrow, care of Wendy Lovejoy, 655 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite 307, Duluth, Georgia, 30097. Give donations, make phone calls if you want to get involved with our training. 864-9643, that's the local number. Overseas, 1-404-573-0027. If you also want to contact me and ask me any questions or get involved with the training, reach me at 845-9518. To my very wonderful guests that all came in tonight, from Miss St. Joseph to Tashna Benjamin, to Mr. Beckford, to Christopher Ludford, to my great friend Andrew Brown, the lovely Miss Duhaney, Octavia Duhaney. I'm sorry.
Americans say Duhaney.
It is. It's the American in me. But we are very thankful that you are all a part of this, and have a wonderful night. Hope for Tomorrow Radio here on reggae2reggae.com. You guys have a good night.
All right. Yes, do the you.
Saw a bird flew down this morning, as if he's saying something to me.